Hello, gorgeous. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Give Them Lala podcast. Before we deep dive into it all, I need to remind you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you comment on this video because I love to bump gums. Thank you. So apparently people are saying that when Housewives cities are filming and going to be airing around the same time, the casts should start a group chat about what their interview looks are going to be for the season so that this doesn't happen as much. Because it happens a lot with the Housewives. Even at BravoCon, at the Bravos, we had Garcelle and Marge wearing the same dress. It happens a lot. It's happened on BH with the cute little pink blazer dress with Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna. It happens all the time. Okay?
It shouldn't happen in the same city.
I kind of like it. I like it being done.
It should not happen in the same city. When it happens in different cities, I'm like, okay, you're in different cities. Same city, there's no excuse.
Yeah, BravoCon, that should be something else where you're not there. But
because
on this type of stuff, and I like it because I think it was E when who wore it better.
You like who wore it better?
Yeah.
So you like people pitting women against each other? Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're saying?
Wow.
No, but yes, maybe. No. But no, I like the who and seeing this.
We are doing a who wore it better right now.
I know, and I would just say I wouldn't even seeing these at different shots. I would have been like, oh, they're both wearing. I wouldn't have been like.
I would have been like, they're both wearing.
They're both wearing the same print.
Leopard.
Very different looks.
They're different cities, yeah?
Yeah.
Different cities, but here's the thing. We're dealing with women who have a lot of access to a lot of things. They're able to pull from runways. They want the newest looks. However, I will say this. My girl Dorit wore Coco Chanel finger gloves in the most recent episode at Sutton's party.
Yeah.
And I have those same gloves. And they were from a few seasons ago. So, just saying. Just saying.
So
last season.
So last season.
Maybe
But
she's had them for 6 seasons, bitch.
She probably has. And I just don't think that I'm not into the seasons. I don't look at something like that. I wouldn't even know. Literally, the only reason I knew that about her gloves is because I have them and I know when I got them. I would never know otherwise. But I will say this. Ange and Lise both look fantastic, but I feel like Angie K kind of just took a picture of Kim Kardashian's Dolce & Gabbana looks, and they just completely did a copy and paste.
She looks amazing.
She looks amazing, but it's like the big choker with the cross. The hair is the same, which I'm convinced that Kim Kardashian's team took this hairstyle from me because I've been rocking it since season 9 is when I really fell in love with the updo and the bang.
Well, it's the Pam Anderson.
Okay, so maybe I stole it from Pam and then they stole it from me. And I think Lisa made it her own. That's what I'm going to say about that. Let's go back to our fun stuff.
Okay.
So I have just a quick, because we are going into the holidays and we haven't done one holiday story. So I want to, So
happy holidays, everyone, by the way.
I told you guys that we really like to bowl during the holidays.
Yes.
So we're in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Fat Cats.
Fat Cats. That's absolutely right. It's Fat Cats and Pizza Factory in one building.
It's like a giant arcade bowl.
Yeah. It's
Fun.
amazing.
The whole shit.
Fun.
The whole kit and caboodle.
The whole kit and caboodle. And this guy that I'm dating brings his parents and his son to meet my family. My dad goes to bowl and steps a little too far over the line. So he's on the lane and he does the splits. Okay. Now he's hurting. He's a hurting. So he sits down and my mom's like, I'm going to go get you a beer. So my mom leaves, comes back with a pitcher of beer, and my dad's like this. And my mom goes, you are so funny. Is it because I took so long? Kent. And he just slithers out of the chair. Okay, he's passed out from the pain. He finally comes to, And keep in mind, I've been dealing with health issues with my dad since the age of 8. All right. So anything like this that happens, I'm like, this is when my dad died.
Is he dying?
He would get a paper cut, and I'd be like, this is where my dad died.
He ginger snap. Oh, this is a Christmas story too.
Oh, yes.
So go on, and then we'll bring up that one.
So he finally comes to, but he's disoriented. So he's like walking around aimlessly. And he's like not listening to anyone. He goes outside. We're trying to stop him. He goes outside.
Bowling
shoes.
Ice. So he's about to slip again.
Ice. Okay. By this time, we've already called 911, and the ambulance arrives, and they're like, "Well, who's letting him walk with bowling shoes on sheer ice?" And we're like, "If you can get him to like stop doing what he's doing, then
help us. Help us."
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that happened. It was traumatizing. You should have I'm not even kidding you.
From the bottom of his ass.
From the bottom of his ass.
No.
To the back of his knee. Black and blue.
No.
And blue.
No.
And he always like that's the thing. If you like, I would be messing with him and like I'd punch him here and there. And I did it when I was like 15, 16. And like he'd be like, "Hey, you really can't do that." And I'd go, "All right." And then it was like a day later, and he goes, "Hey, remember when you punched me?"
Well, you hardly punched. It was like what dad and
like just a nice one.
Yeah.
He was on Coumadin because he had a heart so very thin blood.
Yeah, he was on Coumadin.
Coumadin got him. So he ate a ginger snap cookie. It was Christmas again.
And we were at Spaghetti Factory. It's the factories. Pizza Factory, Spaghetti Factory. He eats a ginger snap and keeps going.
Yeah, ginger snap cuts his tongue so bad that he has to go get stitches because they can't stop the bleeding.
What?
I know.
He was like bleeding to death.
Because of the medication.
Because of the Coumadin.
But he could never get it regulated. It was so strange. So I always was on the verge of thinking that my dad was going to die. Now that he's dead...
We don't ever have those thoughts.
I don't have those thoughts anymore. But I can look back at stories like this and
laugh
and be like, "Oh, my dad."
Just a tender
Just
the fact that you're lying, though.
He is a bubble boy.
Yeah. Can you picture her with the pitcher of beer
and like laughing?
Yeah.
Are you doing that because I took so long? Kent?
She couldn't find the table quick enough.
Oh, Lisa.
No, she was like, go, 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 and then took care of him. Just kidding. The next thing I want to talk about is, oh, by the way, did you know that, this is a quick one that we don't need to talk about, but I saw a video of Stassi. She posted like a promo of her podcast with Taylor Strecker. And they were like, Taylor Swift fully coming for Kim Kardashian in Times Person of the Year was everything. And I was like, what happened with that? Mm-hmm. Apparently it was like the phone call. Did you guys hear about that? Where like Kanye West called Taylor for permission about, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex.
Right.
But he left out the part where he said, why? Because I made that bitch famous.
Yes.
He left out that part.
Yeah.
And Kim like recorded the phone call, which by the way is completely, if both parties were in California, is like completely illegal.
I know. I wonder how I don't know how they got around it. I think it was through like a documentary or something. Like when,
I still like even to put it on the documentary,
because you have to have sign off from the other person.
There was something Kim did to get around it, but Taylor. But this was like forever ago. That's why I'm so confused.
Well, you had something to say about it.
Okay, so I didn't read the article, but Taylor, what it
Shocker.
sounds like,
we didn't read the article.
Read the headlines though, and it sounds like Taylor just basically said because of the thing that Kim did, Taylor went and like hid out or something and it ruined her life momentarily. Is that what you were telling me?
Yeah. And you were like, I don't like when she does this whole like.
I don't. And I know I'm going to you guys are going to come for me, but it's like.
Swifties are coming for you.
Well,
let them come.
I'll let you guys come for me.
As long as you hit the follow button as well.
Yeah. It just like Taylor.
You said she's come so far.
She's come so far. Don't fall back into the victim-y thing. And I know it's like the word victim is such a hot button word.
Like a buzzword, you think?
It's such a buzzword. But yeah, it's like, I love the bad bitch, the reputation bad bitch who came out swinging and was like, I'm not going to let you affect me. I'm not going to let you take me down. You are in Times, what is it, most influential? Person of the year. Don't go back to that. You're so much bigger and better than that.
But here's the thing that I feel like the person who says something like that always gets so much hate.
Mm-hmm.
the interviewer or the writer asked the question. She
That's
just answered
true.
it.
That's very true. And if
answered
she
it.
said, I'm not going to answer, then that would have been awkward too. So I totally
She's person of the year. The reason why people have fallen in love with her is because she's been through it all. She's had the heartbreak. She's had the dude where he wasn't worth it. He wasn't worth it at all, and she came out on top. She's been through, feeling like I am a very popular artist, but this has taken me out. I can't get out of bed. This is too much for me. To, oh my gosh, I'm person of the year. Like, we've been able to go through all of the ups and downs, and it humanizes her, where it's like, oh wow, it takes me back to when I was crying to my dad about something that someone had said to me at school. And he said, and I've said this on the podcast before, I've told this story. He said, Lauren, you want to go out to Hollywood and you want to be somebody where everyone knows you and they can say whatever they want. The whole world could say whatever they want about you. But you can't even take this like dumb bitch at school saying X, Y, and Z. And I was like, well, if I ever made it, I'd be, at the top of my game and I wouldn't care what anyone said. And it's like, not the case. You still get affected, right? You're still a person.
Right.
And no matter how much money or fame comes your way, you still will get hurt by someone saying something not kind about you, right? So I disagree with you. Don't change your mind, though, because I don't want
I'm not
my
changing my
podcaster
mind.
friends to be like, Jessica, get your lips off her.
I'm not changing my mind. In fact, I think that whole situation, I always thought Kim was in the right. Because they came for Kanye. They came for her husband, and she had this thing that she could have come out and said, like, no, you guys, she sat on this for a while. I don't necessarily think in the right for recording. I don't know the legalities of all that. But they came for Kanye, and Kim was like, what the hell? They spoke on the phone. So I had always thought that that was a little, because then Taylor was on the red carpet, and she's like, yeah, I didn't, whatever. But I
think Taylor can do whatever she wants to Kanye. For him to walk up on stage.
Now? Kanye,
Yeah, like he went on stage for her biggest moment, and you were going to walk on stage and just say Beyonce had the best. For him to do that, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to Kanye, and I don't think there's nothing.
Well, especially with the shit that he comes out of his mouth.
Yeah,
but
like
just
anything
don't
that,
let him use you. I would, if Kanye would have called me and I was Taylor, hey, can I say this about you in a song? I'd say absolutely not. No, you can't use my name in a song to get more listens. No.
Yeah, you can absolutely use it. I'll have someone send you a contract of how much I'll be getting paid for you to use my name and likeness.
Yes.
You twat.
Yes, but she said yes. And I was like, anyway.
Anyway, moving on. There's a new maybe power couple in town, Camila Cabello and Drake.
Ooh, that'd be a hot couple. I saw the photos of them, and where were they?
Turks
Cabo?
and Caicos.
I feel like that's where he like lives full time.
Oh, really? Is he there a
He's
lot?
fucking always there. Yeah, every time I see it, it's like saw Drake. Like people like they go viral because they're like with Drake at like this little bar, and it's like Drake bought shots for everyone, and like you just see him.
Oh,
like,
maybe he has a home there.
And then he just gets on his jet ski and just leaves the bar.
So it's really easy when you have like unlimited funds to be on a PJ. Like,
right.
When you have that type of money, then you can be like Taylor Swift performing in Tokyo one night and at a Chiefs football game the next. Just that's how it works.
What do you think about them?
I love it, but there's like Camila Cabello and Drake can do no wrong in my eyes. So them together, it's like, I'm digging this.
That's a hot couple.
That's a hot couple.
Beautiful couple.
Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny are over after 10 months. I never bought into them as a couple.
I didn't even know they were dating until I saw that in the notes.
They just, I didn't really either. I thought we were still like up in the air. They were together now. It's like, they've been seen together, but like, are they dating?
Yeah,
I don't know.
When you said that, I was like, I didn't know they were dating.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
I read it.
Right.
I read it. Did you guys see that an agency got sick and tired of influencers' egos, so they just like created an AI model who earns $11,000 a month?
It's going well for us. I was the one behind it.
I was
no,
like,
but I would if I had
why
to
are you
deal
doing
with
this podcast?
if I saw people like I would hate dealing with influencers and stuff.
who
it's like,
makes
maybe
the
I will
money
do.
though? I wonder that. Is
The
it
company who made the AI?
The agency created it and they just have been posting about it and pretending they're an influencer? Is that because I saw that?
Like who's running the Instagram page?
Who's running the Instagram?
Who created her?
Who writes the copy? That all goes into being an influencer.
100%.
So I just wonder.
I don't know. I only read the headline.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Let us know, everybody.
Look into it. What's her name? Bad Baby, Cash Me Outside, is pregnant with her first child.
Do we know the father?
Congrats.
No.
Is she?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably. I'm sure she knows who the father is. She freaking killed it.
I've never seen anybody go
I've
like
never
that off
seen
of a
anyone
Dr. Phil.
kill it so hard. She's got music with like Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Right?
She pops off. No, she's
Like people,
great.
people,
Speechless.
No, can I tell you?
Speechless.
People can't stand her.
I love her. I can't.
obsessed with
I
her.
love her.
I want her on the podcast.
I would.
How did you go from being a disrespectful shit to your mama
Yeah.
on Dr. Phil to like
Paying her bills.
11 milli, pay tons of cash? She got stacks.
She
I know.
got stacks.
on
Her
stacks.
mom is like, no, I'm very blessed. She was an asshole to me at first.
Yeah.
Like, I dare you to go on Dr. Phil, be an asshole, and then become bad baby.
I would like
Right?
to have
How
that.
you wouldn't?
I would love to have Dr. Phil interview her again. That would be
Oh.
the first time Dr.
No,
Phil would be like,
I'm
oh,
interviewing
no.
her.
Get her on the podcast. By the way, I was
her
all
on the
for
podcast?
her. I thought her mom was rude. I didn't like her mom.
I'm sorry, I love bad baby.
Bad baby, I like.
I refuse to call her anything but bad baby. Like Danielle Hill. It is bad baby.
I know.
With H's.
Bahad.
Baby.
Bad baby. Bad baby. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you next week.